That was Celestial Shadows, me, with Old Gwillimell and Evans. And before that one, we had some more black metal that we had Urgahal with Anti-Religious. And we've got Greg on the line. How you doing, man?
Good, thanks, mate. How you?
Yeah, really good, really good. The first question I got to ask you, how do I pronounce the name of your black metal band? So it's spelled Blacnk. So how does one say that?
Yeah, well, I suppose I was never actually meant to say it. I think there's no verbal equivalent. I was just on the net, and it was actually a typo when I was doing an assignment for university.
Okay.
I went to write, and so I thought that looked pretty twisted, and as you do when you're a musician, you put words aside for things that would be good for album names or something. So,
yeah.
And when I started doing this project, I thought, oh, this looks pretty twisted, that will do it. So it can be whatever you want it to be. We'll just call it that.
No, that's cool. Excellent, man. Yeah, it definitely looks good, like it looks good on the covers and everything. It's good stuff.
Cheers.
Yeah. So looks like you've got 3 releases this year already. When did it all start?
Well, yeah, this year, I think during sort of lockdown, I'd sort of mainly been playing sort of dark synth and dark wave music with a few projects, one of them Truck Stop Alien, and metal's always been a part of my life since I was younger, and I was always in and out of liking it and then sort of going into other things. So I'd never actually done it, so it was this year in lockdown, I think, and I just grabbed my guitar back out and put all the synthesizers away and then just started writing these songs, and voila, the synthesizers have still got dust on them, so it's good now.
Yeah, cool. What got you into black metal specifically?
Specifically, it was a good time in the 90s when you had Channel V that would bring a lot of stuff. So this is when I sort of started hearing, I think, Satiricon's Mother North and Nemesis Divina, that album.
Mm-hmm.
And I was into Carcass and those first 3 Carcass albums at the time and that. And because I like psych music as well, just black metal, when I heard that for the first time, I thought this is kind of like the perfect sort of sound of metal for me. It was atmospheric, it was big, it was dark, and had everything from punk to psych to lo-fi quality, which I love. And so, it just sprung from there, and obviously discovering Mayhem, Dark Throne, Burzum, and then obviously down the rabbit hole you go.
Yeah, excellent, man. That's good. There's so many black metal projects. I'm doing one, you're doing one. Why do you think black metal in particular suits that sort of solo writing and recording?
I wouldn't say I'd prevail to be an expert at it, but I notice a lot of people when they talk about black metal, they talk about the atmosphere and the feeling you get from it. So it's a genre, I believe, when you hear it or you play it, there's a real feeling, and it's strong, and people will connect to that whether they're playing it or listening to it. I think obviously it can be done fairly easily with one person as well, and there's a lot of sort of more atmospheric and repetitive elements that allows you to get the atmosphere out more than sort of the technical aspects of some metal. So, and I'm not a fantastically brilliant technical player either, so it sort of suits my style a little bit more as well. But yeah, I don't know. It's a strange thing because I never thought that there was that many. And like I said, I saw yours pop up and a few more, and would certainly like to discover a few more because I'm fairly new to the Perth scene essentially as well after a long break from it.
Yeah, cool. So yeah, you were saying about your other music you were doing before. What kind of stuff was that you were playing?
Yeah, so probably more along the lines of darkwave, psychedelic, dark synth music. So just got a load of vintage synthesizers, and me and my partner Belle, we got a band called Truck Stop Alien. So we essentially just ad-lib for a couple of hours, chop all the recordings up, and then record vocals over them. So it becomes very sort of psychedelic and just sort of unpredictable as well, because we're essentially chopping out an ad-lib recording into pieces and just piling vocals over the top and essentially making them up as we go along as well. So it gets a bit of notice and stuff in Europe and the American countries and stuff, and not so much here, but it's all good stuff you can do in your bedroom again.
Yeah, beautiful. That's good. Do you think you'll ever bring this black metal project to some kind of live stage thing?
I'd like to, but I doubt it. In some ways, I'm essentially do music like I paint. I essentially write it and forget about it. So if I had to do it, I'd have to go back and learn it, and then find a group of people that would be willing to sort of learn it and play it as well. And I think, for me, a lot of it is just the recording. If the opportunity came and it was, and I, I'm not against it, but as for me, I suppose purposely chasing it, I don't think at the moment it's kind of viable.
Yeah, no worries. That's all right.
Yeah.
So what's next for? Let's give this a go. Blacnk. What's next?
Yeah, that'll do. Well, I've got another album. Well, it was an EP, and now it's an album. I keep recording songs and chopping them, and then recording others and that. So I'm looking at putting that out in the middle of April, as I'm just essentially doing vocals at the moment. That's coming up. I think I've sent you a new track from that, which is one that I did complete. So, there's about 8 more that are on different stages of completion.
Beautiful. All right. Well, let's get into it. So this is unreleased, the new stuff. This is Banished to Perish. Anything you want to say about this track before we get into it?
No, not really. I just hope everyone enjoys it, and hopefully see everyone around at different gigs when I get time.
Cool. Awesome. Thanks for your time, Greg. This weekend I'm digging your stuff.
Thanks, Ben. Appreciate it.
Cheers.
Thanks, man.